Who are we truly? Where did humanity originate? These questions are ancient. They have echoed through countless generations. We seek to understand our place in the vast cosmos. This quest for identity is a fundamental human drive. Mainstream science offers a narrative of slow evolution. It speaks of natural selection and gradual development. But does this story capture the full picture? Many feel a profound sense of unease, a feeling that there is more to our existence. A deep, almost instinctual memory of something lost, something magnificent that we can no longer quite grasp. What if our origins are far stranger than we imagine? What if we are not merely children of Earth? Could our story involve other worlds, other dimensions? This essay will explore a challenging hypothesis. It suggests that ancient myths hold vital clues to a forgotten chapter of our past. Let us embark on this journey of discovery. Our distant ancestors left behind a rich legacy of myths. These are not simple fireside tales for entertainment. They are complex narratives filled with symbolism. They speak of powerful gods descending from the heavens. They describe epic battles that shape the cosmos. They tell of creation, destruction, and rebirth. These stories are found across the globe. Consider the ancient Sumerians in Mesopotamia. Their cuneiform tablets describe the Anunnaki, those who from heaven to earth came. They were powerful beings who intervened in human affairs. Similarly, the Hindu Vedas speak of Devas and Asuras. These shining gods and their powerful adversaries fought vast wars that shook the foundations of existence. The biblical book of Enoch tells of watchers. These were angels who descended to earth. Greek myths speak of titans and Olympians, powerful deities locked in struggles for dominion. Similar themes appear in Egyptian, Norse, and Mesoamerican traditions. How could cultures separated by vast oceans and millennia develop such similar core narratives? Could these myths be distorted accounts of real events? Let us imagine a realm far beyond our current understanding, a dimension of pure light, pure energy, a place of unimaginable beauty and harmony. We can call this hypothetical realm Ætheris. It was not a physical place in our sense. It was a higher vibrational state of existence. Its inhabitants were beings of immense wisdom and power. They lived in perfect synchronicity with the universe. These beings, let us call them the Ælan, were not bound by flesh. They were entities of pure consciousness. They could manifest thought into reality. They understood the fundamental laws of creation. Their existence was one of peace and boundless exploration. They were deeply connected to the source of all life. Ætheris was their home, their paradise, a world we can only dream of. Ætheris was more than just a location. It was a state of being, a level of consciousness that transcended limitations. The Ælan possessed knowledge that would seem magical to us. They navigated the cosmos not with ships, but with their minds. Could Ætheris be the true ancestral home of humanity? Even in a realm as harmonious as Ætheris, discord eventually arose. A philosophical schism began to divide the Ælan. Some believed in absolute order, in rigid structure. They felt that strict adherence to universal law was paramount. These beings became known as the luminaries. They sought to impose their vision of perfect order on all. Their intentions might have been noble, but their methods became increasingly dogmatic. Opposing them were those who championed freedom and individual expression. They valued change, evolution, and the beauty of diversity. These became the Umbre. They resisted the luminaries' attempts to control thought and action. They believed that true harmony came from spontaneous creation, not imposed uniformity. This fundamental disagreement escalated. It led to a terrible conflict, a war in the heavens. Amidst this growing turmoil, a third faction emerged. They were known as the peacemakers. They saw the validity in both perspectives. They understood that order and chaos were two sides of the same coin. They sought to mediate, to find a path of balance. However, in a polarized conflict, neutrality is often seen as betrayal. Both the luminaries and the Umbra viewed the peacemakers with suspicion. Their calls for peace threatened the ideologies of the warring factions. Ultimately, they were condemned and exiled from Ætheris. What became of these exiled peacemakers? Where were they sent? There is a startling theory. It proposes that our planet, Earth, became their destination. This beautiful, vibrant world, yet also a place of immense suffering. Could Earth be more than it seems? Could it be a carefully chosen place of confinement? A realm designed to induce forgetting? The exiled Ælan, once beings of light, underwent a profound transformation. Their ethereal forms became dense, physical. They were bound to flesh and bone. They became human, trapped within the cycles of birth, life and death. Their vast memories of Ætheris, their true powers, were suppressed, veiled by the limitations of human consciousness. They were forced to start anew, unaware of their cosmic heritage. This planet itself might be part of the mechanism of confinement, its specific vibratory frequency, its laws of physics. All could be designed to maintain this state of amnesia, to limit the expression of the soul's true potential. Earth, in this view, is a quarantine zone, a school of hard knocks, perhaps, or more starkly, a prison for forgotten gods. Our deep-seated feeling of not belonging, are these the subconscious cries of exiled souls? If this grand cosmic drama indeed occurred, where is the tangible proof? Some argue the proof lies hidden in plain sight. It is embedded within the world's ancient myths and legends. These stories, often dismissed as primitive folklore, may be far more significant. They could be fragmented memories of these very events, distorted echoes passed down through countless generations. The figures of the Anunnaki, the Devas, the Asuras, the fallen angels, these are not merely imaginary gods and demons. They could be ancestral recollections of the luminaries and Umbri, or perhaps even the original Ælan before the schism. Their interactions with early developing humanity or their own descent into human form became the basis for these divine beings in our myths. Consider the widespread myth of a golden age, a time of peace, prosperity, and enlightenment, followed by a tragic fall from grace, a loss of innocence and connection to the divine. This narrative pattern is found in cultures worldwide. It strikingly mirrors the proposed story of Ætheris, the initial harmony, the devastating conflict, and the subsequent exile and forgetting. This is too consistent to be easily dismissed. For millennia, humanity has largely lived in a state of collective amnesia, bound by the limitations of this earthly realm. But there are indications that this long period of forgetting is ending. Something profound is shifting within human consciousness. We are witnessing signs of a global awakening, a gradual remembering of our true origins and potential. Across the world, people are questioning established narratives. They are seeking deeper spiritual truths beyond orthodox religion and materialism. Practices like meditation, yoga, and mindfulness are becoming mainstream. There is a surge of interest in past life regression and near-death experiences. These phenomena hint at consciousness existing beyond the physical body. There is also a renewed fascination with ancient civilizations, with lost knowledge and esoteric wisdom. The very ideas discussed in this essay are gaining traction. More and more people are drawn to explore these alternative perspectives. It feels as if a veil is slowly lifting. Could this be the dawn of our liberation? As humanity awakens to its forgotten heritage, we stand at a crucial crossroads. We face a monumental choice about our collective destiny. The echoes of the ancient conflict in Ætheris still resonate. The path of the luminaries offers absolute order, control, and predictability. The path of the Umbri presents untamed chaos, radical freedom, and unpredictability. Will we be drawn into repeating the patterns of the past? Will we align ourselves with one of these extreme ideologies? Or can we, as the descendants of the peacemakers, forge a new way forward? a path that transcends the old duality, a path of true balance, integration, and wisdom. This is the challenge that defines our current era. Choosing the way of the Luminaris might lead to a technologically advanced global society, one where every aspect of life is monitored and managed. Conversely, embracing the path of the Umbri could result in societal breakdown, anarchy, where the strong dominate the weak. Perhaps our unique destiny is to create something entirely new, to build a civilization that honors both the needs of the collective and the sacredness of the individual. The proposition that humans are forgotten angels, exiles from a higher realm, is transformative. It fundamentally alters our perception of ourselves. It recontextualizes our struggles, our achievements, and our deepest aspirations. It suggests that we are far more than we have been led to believe. We are beings with a profound, though obscured, cosmic legacy. We may indeed be exiles, living in a world that feels like a prison, but within each of us lies a spark of Ætheris, the indelible imprint of the Ælan, the inherent wisdom and compassion of the peacemakers. This inner light, though dimmed, can never be extinguished. It is our birthright, our true nature, waiting to be reclaimed. Our journey on earth has undoubtedly been arduous, marked by pain, confusion, and a sense of separation. Yet perhaps this experience was not without purpose. Perhaps through these trials we have learned invaluable lessons. Lessons about empathy, resilience, courage, and unconditional love. Lessons that could only be learned in the crucible of limitation and forgetting. The choice ultimately rests with each of us. We can choose to remain asleep, bound by the illusions of this world. Or we can choose to awaken, to remember, and to reclaim our divine heritage.